Aaron, I think you might be unmuted.
Whoops.
Hello. Can everybody hear me? Isn't that how we start every event these days? I am so happy to be here. I'm Beth Malicki with KCRG TV9 News, and I'm your MC for today's virtual event. Now, of course, we're bummed we can't be there in person, but we are excited for this 39th annual tribute to Women of Achievement. And in addition, to support Waypoint, one of the longest standing nonprofits in our community. We have 30 extraordinary women who will be honoring today. And we really do need to thank our event sponsors. US Bank, I'm on Communications, Simmons Bryan Moyer Bergman PLC, and TDT CPAs and Advisors. In addition, thank you to our corporate partners and community sponsors who help ensure Waypoint can fulfill its mission of inspiring people to move forward. At this time, I'm going to turn it over to Jay Kennedy. You know her, you love her, Waypoint's Chief Executive Officer, to say a few words about Waypoint and the work they do in our community. Jay?
Thanks, Beth. Well, hello, everyone, virtually. It is kind of a different feel, but nonetheless exciting. What a year 2020 has been. Waypoint pushed to think outside of the box. Wait a minute, there was no box this year. Let's face it, we just went rogue like everybody. And we did what we could do to keep our clients and staff safe and healthy. You know, we saw a large increase in individuals needing housing support due to the pandemic, of course, but also due to derecho. And we actually grew our housing and homeless programs, serving even more counties in Iowa. We're at the point of contact for anyone who needs housing support in our community. And prior to the derecho and COVID, we answered about 75 calls per day. And today, this is amazing. We are answering over 300 calls a day. There's that much need out there. I'm just so thankful for our staff who show up every day to ensure that people in our community who need support and guidance have somewhere to turn. That's so important. And the staff is truly amazing. It's hard to believe that this event has been happening for 39 years. I'm so grateful to be a part of recognizing women who go above and beyond in our community. The women who are being recognized today, along with the over 1,500 others who have been honored since the start of Tribute, are what makes this community strong. I am in awe of these women's accomplishments and their perseverance to achieve greatness for themselves and for others. Despite any and all obstacles that they may face, their drive and passion means so much because women, children, and families are the very heart of Waypoint. For 127 years, Waypoint has been at the forefront of improving the lives of women, children, and families. In the beginning, it was providing lodging for women, then resources and support for those experiencing sexual assault, domestic violence, and homelessness, and then affordable childcare. And today, we continue to meet the critical needs of this community, serving over 7,500 individuals every single year. Waypoint is actually a nautical term, meaning a resting spot on a journey, which is exactly what we want to be for our clients. Waypoint supports those in crisis and gives them hope. We give them hope by providing the tools they need to move forward to a brighter future for themselves and for their children. So thank you to everyone who is sharing their time with us today and celebrating these incredibly deserving women. And thank you for supporting Waypoint. A special thank you to our staff, our board of directors, our board of trustees, and volunteers for your dedication to Waypoint. You truly do make the world a better place. Beth?
Thank you, Jay. Well, one of my favorite parts of this event is the Women Helping Women Scholarship. Now, this scholarship is made possible through the Tribute Honor Society. That's a society of women who've been honored at previous Tribute events. And the membership dues from this society provide scholarships to deserving women working with Waypoint who are pursuing a better future for themselves and their families through school, work, or personal achievements. Now, these scholarships help them with educational costs, job advancement, childcare, or basic needs. Thank you to the 2021 Tribute Honor Society members. These scholarships would just not be possible without your support. And now to introduce the 2021 Women Helping Women Scholarship recipients. Please note, we just don't have photos of all these recipients for, as you can certainly understand, confidentiality reasons. But listen, they are so special, and here are their stories. Mary's 2 children have been attending Kids Point childcare for years. As a single mom, having reliable, trustworthy childcare is so important. Finances are always tight, and 2020 hit her family especially hard. Even before COVID-19, Mary was saving for a house, but with a whirlwind of a year, the savings are now gone. Mary will use her scholarship funds to cover the cost of childcare in order to free up money to help pay her bills so she can begin saving for a home for her family again. Ashley began working with a Waypoint domestic violence advocate after a recommendation from Family Treatment 4 years ago. Ashley will use her scholarship funds to finish school at the University of Northern Iowa. As a single mom of 3 children, these dollars will allow her to reduce her hours at work and focus more on her classwork and internship to prepare for graduation next year. Now there's Kima. Kima and her family began working with the Survivors Program after her son was murdered in 2020. Since then, her advocate has been her support system through everything she's been facing, offering financial support, providing updates from law enforcement and the county attorney's office, and simply being a listening ear. Kima will use her scholarship funds to cover funeral costs for her child, her son, as he did not have a life insurance policy. Congratulations again to our 3 scholarship recipients. At this time, we'll begin announcing the 2021 Tribute to Women of Achievement honorees. Today, we're honoring 30 women who have made tremendous accomplishments in their work, community, and personal lives. They've been nominated for their commitment to making the community and world a better place. Following the event, their full bios for the honorees will be available on Waypoint's website. Now, as you can imagine, and as I'm sure you understand, this is our first time doing this event virtually. So if we have some tech issues, you're on mute, or we can't see you, or Beth disappeared and ran away, we will come back. We will make it work. Thank you for your understanding and your grace. So let's get started. Also, after each honoree, they will be asked to say a few words. Here is Becky Smoke, owner, Becky's Mindful Kitchen. Oh, doesn't that sound soothing? Becky founded Becky's Mindful Kitchen in Solon and has turned it into a successful cooking school for all ages with national reach. Now in the summer, Becky offers camps for kids and runs a bakery, with the proceeds providing scholarships to foster children to attend those summer camps and cooking classes, so they too can learn how to prepare healthy meals regardless of the available budget. Now, during the pandemic and following the derecho, Becky gave away thousands of homemade gifts and basic needs kits for free to help those in need. Becky?
Thank you so much, Beth. And there's a lot of really cool people on here, and I'm really honored to be able to be on this stage of sorts with everyone. Becky's Mindful Kitchen is something that's more than a business for me. And this year has been an opportunity to really walk my talk when it comes to kindness. And I guess the one thing I do want to use this moment to say is that every week I offer free cooking classes online. So it doesn't matter your budget or where you live across the country, you can join in every week with me. And I appreciate, again, this honor. Thank you guys so much.
Becky was part of the Women of Achievement in Arts, Education, or Culture for that category. Now we're moving on to the Women of Achievement in Innovation. So to describe this second category, it's a Women of Achievement in Innovation, and it recognizes specifically women who have introduced a new invention, idea, design, product, or process to their company or community. So our first honoree in this category, Tanya Stone, Vice President of Enterprise Strategic Technology, Great America Financial Services. Tanya has more than 15 years of experience in project management and operations and is a certified lease and financial professional. In her roles at Great America, she's used that experience to assist dealers and vendors in improving their operational efficiencies. Additionally, she's been instrumental in designing the company's technology integrations and other software solutions. Tanya was named one of the top 50 women in the equipment finance industry by Monitor Trade publication in 2020, and is an active member on several committees and community groups in her industry. Congratulations, Tanya. You want to say a few words?
Thank you so much, Beth. Waypoint is just such an important organization to our community, and I couldn't be more proud to be recognized among this extraordinary group of women. I'd just like to say thank you to all the outstanding leaders and team members that I get to call my Great America family. And it's because of them that I get the opportunity to do some really cool things to help our customers. So thanks again for such a wonderful honor.
Our next honoree, Brenda Meeker, Training and Development Specialist, Raining Rose Incorporated. Brenda is growth driven and has a meaningful impact on those she works with. She has a diverse set of skills and gifts that allow her to add value in a variety of areas. Brenda embodies the word innovation and uses her role at Raining Rose to encourage growth and learning throughout the company in all of these areas. Brenda is a beacon of light that illuminates a path to success for others without ever putting that light on herself. Well, let us do that today, Brenda. Outside of her role at Raining Rose, Brenda serves as president of the Hawkeye chapter of the Association of Talent Development. Brenda, congratulations. Would you like to say a few words?
Yes, thanks, Beth. I appreciate it. I'm really honored to be recognized in this way with all these wonderful women. I do believe in growth, and I'm passionate about learning and striving for positive change. And I'm really privileged that my nominator, Erin Marie Toms, Raining Rose, and my family encouraged me to pursue that passion and purpose in my life. I also want to say thanks to Waypoint, not only for recognizing women in this way and for the last 39 years, but also for the amazing work you do for our community.
Our next honoree, Kendra Aris, Kendra started her own women's conference, U Conferences, in the corridor that over the past few years has successfully drawn more than 100 women entrepreneurs and leaders. She has a large and loyal national following on social media and a podcast where she shares inspiration, motivation, and life and leadership through the lens of her business. Kendra is a leader and advocate for women in our community, brings people together to get things done, providing hope and connection in order for women to be confident and successful in their leadership journey. And I should mention that Kendra is the first honoree in our third category called Women of Achievement in Leadership. It focuses on recognizing women with visionary leadership that benefits an entire industry, profession, or field. Certainly fitting for Kendra. Congratulations. Say a few words, please.
Thank you so much. It's really interesting that, they tell you it's just an honor to be nominated, and it really is. That just feels really cheesy to say, but here we are, and it's really real. I have to thank my husband first, who questions absolutely everything I do, and I do a lot of crazy things, but simultaneously has my back while I do it. To all of the women in my family that constantly remind me that influence is both generational and contagious. And specifically to my crew, my sisters, my daughters, my nieces and nephews, the U crew, my Radiance team, my mentors, the community of Palo, and to SCORE. And I'm sure I'm missing people. And if I am, I promise you, I didn't mean to let you go. It takes such a community to be a woman of achievement. And I couldn't do it without any of these people. So thank you everyone for having my back.
And our next honoree, Teresa Blong, Senior Vice President of Credit Administration, Cedar Rapids Bank and Trust. With a long and successful career in banking, Teresa joined Cedar Rapids Bank and Trust 5 years ago as the credit department manager. She quickly embraced her role, demonstrating a strong commitment to her team and the bank, and leading to a recent promotion to Senior VP of Credit Administration. In addition to her job duties, Teresa has applied her leadership skills to several important bank-wide initiatives, including the CRBT Mentor Program and CRBT Lead. These programs are designed to enrich their culture of diversity and nurture future generations of bank and community leaders. Teresa, congratulations. We'd love to hear from you.
Thanks, Beth. I feel so honored today to be recognized in the leadership category. I have been very fortunate to have wonderful mentors throughout my career, and now I'm in a perfect position where I can concentrate on giving back and being a resource and mentors to others. So thank you. I have the best employer with Cedar Rapids Bank and Trust, and thank you to Trish Ellison for nominating me, and to Waypoint, just a wonderful organization. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Our next honoree, Tasha Brink, Senior Construction Accountant, Amann Companies. Tasha has been a part of the Amann Companies family for 8 years, starting as a junior accountant and growing into a senior construction accountant. As a leader in the company, Tasha acts as a coach and mentor to others. She is forward-thinking, uses her analytical skills to provide input and guidance on company decisions. And when the COVID-19 health pandemic shut things down, Tasha was able to motivate nearly 100% of Amann Companies employees to participate in the Corridor Corporate Games, benefiting the local children's hospital. She took on the role of Amann's champion and motivator to keep employees engaged with each other and gave them something to be excited about, which I think we all can appreciate right now. Tasha, congratulations. We'd love to hear a few words.
Thank you, Beth. I'm honored and humbled to receive this recognition along with all these other amazing women. It's been a lot of great influences in my life from my family, friends, colleagues, mentors. Thank you all, and thanks to Waypoint for this recognition.
Our next honoree, Carrie Feldhaus, RN, Intensive Care Unit Manager, Unity Point Health, Cedar Rapids. Carrie has been in the healthcare field for more than 30 years, and over the last 18 has held multiple leadership roles in the St. Luke's Intensive Care Unit. Over the last 11 months, though, Carrie's leadership was instrumental to the planning and care needed for COVID-19 patients. She frequently asked for feedback on processes, staff concerns, and equipment needs, and made sure her team had the correct PPE, physical and emotional support in a constantly changing environment. In 2020, Carrie was selected as an Great Iowa Nurse, and she has also received the St. Luke's Nelson Critical Care Award winner for high quality and was selected as a Unity Point Health Living the Mission Award winner. I think I can speak for everyone when I share our thanks for all you have done during this pandemic. Carrie, congratulations.
Thank you, and thank you to Waypoint. I've been very blessed. I'm a leader of a team of 86 wonderful nurses and patient care techs in the St. Luke's ICU. And during the COVID crisis, they pushed through both in loss and triumph. And I have a very supportive administration at St. Luke's that was there all the way, wrapping their arms around the community. Thank you for all you do at Waypoint, and I am so honored for this recognition.
And our next honoree, Carrie Goff, Property Manager, Watts Group. Carrie is the Watts Group Property Manager overseeing 1,250 units and close to 3,000 tenants. She leads a team of 16 people to provide excellent customer service, helping Watts Group win first place in the 2021 Locals Love Us in Property Management. Carrie challenged Watts Group to use technology more and in new ways. In the last 2 years, she spearheaded learning new systems to increase efficiencies, leading to improved tenant interaction, more ownership for her team, and quicker response rates. Carrie, congratulations. You're welcome to say a few words.
Thank you. I'm so humbled to be in the company of so many great role models. I want to thank Waypoint Services for continuing this program and for providing so many services that uplift and empower women to be their best selves every day. Thank you.
And our next honoree, Samantha Hench, Associate Professor of Information Technology and Business, IT and Creative Careers Assessment Core Lead, Kirkwood Community College. For more than 11 years, Samantha served in a leadership role with Kirkwood and goes above and beyond with her students. She was a co-facilitator for the Customer Service Professional Certificate and a big part of merging this program with continuing education. She excels at helping students learn soft skills by modeling the traits expected and by providing specific coaching to highlight students' strengths, as well as providing constructive coaching to help them improve. We get it. Her students have shared that she really cares about their success, and she truly gets to know who they are as individuals. That sounds like a heavy lift, and you're doing a great job. Samantha, congratulations.
Thank you, Beth, and thanks Waypoint as well for this honor. I get the privilege of working with lots of great people at Kirkwood, and I'm able to be innovative every day, which makes my work a lot more fun. I'd like to say special thanks to Karen Schumacher, Colette Atkins, Jennifer Murphy, Erin Brokel, and Tammy Alt. Without all of those people, I would not be able to do what I do in the classroom and helping and support students. Thank you so much.
And our next honoree, Jennifer Irons, Executive Assistant, Almond Companies. Jennifer is a leader at Almond Companies, not by title, but by her skills and abilities to positively influence others. As Executive Assistant, Jennifer has done so much to develop others' leadership skills through her organizational skills, high attention to detail, her ability to jump in and learn, and most importantly, her ability to build staying on top of all the COVID-19 policies and guidelines, supporting the company's communication efforts. Jennifer, congratulations.
Thank you, Beth. It is an honor. I'm truly honored to be among such a great group of women. I want to thank Almond Companies for the nomination and my family, friends, and the amazing team of people I get to work with each day. Thank you.
So quick pause. My computer just told me my internet is unstable. And for a moment, I thought my computer was telling me I was unstable and we were going to have words. So if I disappear, it's not me or my mental health, it's my computer, and Waypoint will, as I always do, charge ahead. On to our next honoree, Celeste Jaquist, Executive Director, House of Hope. Celeste is a leader who promotes her team above herself. She sees true potential in an individual, even when they don't see it themselves. She listens to her team, allowing them a voice at the table, and is always striving to make others feel heard. At House of Hope, Celeste carries herself with dignity and grace, is not afraid to get her hands dirty. She's carried the House of Hope staff through times of tremendous struggle and through great accomplishments. She advocated for House of Hope's Carriage House based on the needs of more mental health services in the community. The Carriage House has been in development for years. She has steadily helped it come to fruition. Celeste, congratulations.
Thank you, Beth. I feel extremely honored and just want to congratulate all the women that have been a nominee here, and Waypoint for the 1,500 plus women that they have recognized. This serving in this community has always been a great achievement or accomplishment for me, because I just love our community here and the people that we work with. But I really would love to give a shout out to I call it the hashtag dream team, because without them, the successes that have happened would not have taken place, and nor would it take place for the people that have gone before us and started some of the things that were in motion here at the house. In the background, I hear a bunch of people walking up and down the stairs. We're in the middle of derecho repairs. So the challenges continue, and we continue to make adjustments, but I'm very thankful and appreciate this acknowledgement. And we continue to look forward to serving our community here in better ways. Thank you.
Our next honoree, Michelle Lloyd, Vice President of Administration, Systems Unlimited. Michelle's distinguished herself as a leader in the finance and organization operations for providers of disability services in Iowa. She's navigated the changeover to the managed care system of funding, ensuring that agency cash flow remained consistently healthy while advocating for needed change from payers. Michelle oversees a staff of 18 finance, representative payees, HUD managers, and maintenance staff at Systems Unlimited, and her role includes responsibility for maintaining a budget of more than $40 million annually. Michelle, congratulations.
Thank you, Beth. First of all, I'd like to thank Waypoint for the honor of this award. It's amazing to be included in a group of such accomplished women. Also want to thank the team at TD&T for the nomination. They're a fantastic group of people to work with. I always look forward to the weeks that we get to spend together. Thank you to the management team here at Systems Unlimited. Your willingness to listen to my ideas, allow me to grow, makes me a better person. And finally, a big thank you to the men and women of the finance and fleet facilities team here at Systems Unlimited. Your dedication and hard work is what makes me look good.
Our next honoree, Kimberly Poston, Vice President of Billing and Invoicing, Great America Financial Services. Kimberly joined Great America more than 16 years ago, fresh out of college. Her drive for excellence and inquisitive nature enabled her to see the path to meet customer needs in a way that is mutually beneficial for all parties. As a team leader, her mentorship really began to shine as she saw the leadership potential in one of her team members and helped to develop her skills to position her for a future leadership role. Recently, Kimberly was the recipient of Great America's highest award, the Outstanding Achiever, which recognizes individuals that are the best of the best. Kimberly, congratulations.
Thank you, Beth, and thank you to Waypoint as well for this recognition. It certainly means so much to be among so many wonderful current and past honorees. Just want to say a big thank you to Great America Financial Services, my family, friends, my leaders, peers, and team members. Certainly, can't do it without all of the support over the past several years. So thank you very much.
And our next honoree, Angela Richards, Bank Manager, U.S. Bank. Angela Richards is a dual bank manager for U.S. Bank, overseeing the Council Street and the Manor locations. Angela leads her team with positivity and determination, and during times when there is swift and constant change, Angela is a calming influence that her staff can depend on to keep business running smoothly. Angela is a mentor to her peers, willingly sharing her knowledge and experience to help the team grow. Angela is an alumni of the U.S. Bank Women's Leadership Group and also volunteers at St. Joseph Catholic Church teaching youth religion classes on Wednesday nights. Congratulations to you, Angela.
Thank you, Beth. I want to thank Waypoint for recognizing women leaders in our community, and I'm honored to be included in this incredible group of ladies. In the 10 years that I have been with U.S. Bank, I have been fortunate to have had many great leaders, managers, and mentors that have helped support and develop my leadership skills. I want to say thank you to them, but especially to Pat Hobson for her continued encouragement and support over the last couple of years.
Our next honoree, Kristen Roberts, President and CEO, United Way of East Central Iowa. When Kristen started her role as the President and CEO of United Way of East Central Iowa in early 2020, she faced many barriers that tested her as she worked to lead her organization and support the community. While the first few months of Kristen's time at United Way are evidence of her dedication and leadership skills, these traits were evident long before. In 2012 to 2013, Kristen served as the president for Junior League of Cedar Rapids, supporting a 300+ membership. She also significantly increased fundraising efforts and success in her previous roles, including executive director of Ronald McDonald House, development officer at Coe College, and director of communications and planned giving at Mercy Medical Center Foundation. Kristen, congratulations. You started this big job right when the pandemic hit. So I guess I could say you made it.
Woo! Thanks, Beth. And thanks too for Waypoint for the recognition and for everything you guys have stepped up doing after the derecho in this past year. So many amazing women have been recognized and honored both today and over the years. And so just thank you for being a part of that. I want to say thank you to my current and former coworkers and team members, whether it was this crazy year or years past. You guys were pretty much my guinea pigs when it came to leadership. So thanks so much for dealing with me. I just want to say thanks to my family and my parents for teaching me that leadership and community service go hand in hand. And also just a big, huge shout out to, of course, my husband and my two boys, Mark, Miles, and Harrison. They are the ones who truly lean in, and it's just because of them that I have the ability to really be able to live out my passion of serving our community. So thanks so much.
Our next honoree, Tanya Salisbury, Senior Director of Post-Acute and Senior Services, Mercy Medical Center. With more than 20 years of experience at Mercy, Tanya has excelled from her first position as a dialysis nurse to her current role as the Senior Director of Post-Acute and Senior Services, where she oversees 10 departments. Tanya has built relationships with area nursing facilities and has been the trusted person to recommend ways to support them through their unique challenges of caring for residents with the devastation of the derecho and the pandemic. In December of 2020, Tanya received Mercy's highest honor, the Catherine McCauley Service Award. Tanya, congratulations.
Thank you, Beth. And congratulations to all of the women honorees today. I always reflect back on people who have influenced me and helped build me as a person, but also as a leader. So I wanted to share that when I was a young girl, I needed assistance. A very special lady came into my life. She lifted me up. She loved me. She told me I could do and be anything I wanted to in life. Jane Farrell, thank you for teaching me to believe in myself and always believing in me. Another shout out to my husband and children for the many sacrifices and support that they have provided to me over the years to achieve my goals. And thank you to my very intimate friends and colleagues who've helped me pave many roads in my career. And a shout out to Mercy Medical Center, who consistently supported my growth over the 20+ years that I've been here. And thank you so much, Waypoint, for having such a great program to honor strong women in our community and allow us to influence others who may need someone to support them. Thank you.
And our next honoree, June Schumacher, Senior Administrative Assistant, Parks and Recreation, City of Cedar Rapids. In September, June will celebrate 30 years as the Administrative Assistant to the Director of Cedar Rapids Parks and Rec. June exhibits servant leadership in everything she does. With COVID-19, the Parks and Rec Department were unable to hire their seasonal help. June, along with many others, worked outside the scope of their jobs to support the golf courses. This meant working any shift, day or night, as needed. And June did it with a smile and a bounce in her step. With the derecho, June worked with the distribution warehouse suppliers, dispensing items to sites the city was managing for those in need. June, congratulations. And our next honoree, Teresa Wolkin, Chief Financial Officer, Raining Rose Incorporated. Teresa possesses deep technical skills while also having the ability to genuinely relate to others, always maintaining a natural curiosity. She spent 15 years at Rockwell Collins before taking on the position of Chief Financial Officer at Raining Rose. And from day one, Teresa had a positive impact on the business. She brought lessons from her previous roles and was there to teach, encourage, and develop skills in people throughout the company. She has unique abilities to take data and use it to tell Raining Rose's story. Teresa, congratulations.
Thank you. I'm very humbled to be receiving this award, especially as I've listened to all the other inspiring stories of other women today. I'd like to thank Tara DeWolf for her kind nomination and everyone at Raining Rose for welcoming me to the team. It's a privilege to lead alongside so many wonderful leaders in this company. Thank you to Waypoint for keeping this tradition going this year, and congratulations to all the honorees.
The next category of achievement is Women of Achievement in Personal Life, and our first honoree in this category is Angela Callison, Producer Coordinator, True North Companies. Should mention that this specific category focuses and recognizes women who demonstrate accomplishments or have overcome obstacles that have significantly enhanced their personal life or their ability to serve others. So Angela, as she moved to the United States from Serbia at age 17, without knowing anyone or speaking any English. And then when settled in the US, she taught herself soccer in order to earn a college scholarship to pursue higher education. And during her time in college, she held 5 different jobs to make ends meet. She also secured an internship with True North Companies, where she supported marketing and sales, which led her to her current job as a producer coordinator. Angela has worked to help develop and establish a new specialty at True North, the area of tanks and towers. And she has become a beloved member of the industry all across the United States. What a story. Angela, congratulations.
Thank you, Beth, so much. First, I want to say congratulations to all the ladies that were recognized today. It is truly awesome of what you all accomplished. I would like to say thank you to all the people that are watching right now, because with your support, we can accomplish so much more. I would also like to thank you to my family that is spread out across the world and are still able to watch us via Facebook. So thank you, Waypoint, for that opportunity. And also would like to thank you to my True North family and my mentors that play a huge role in my success.
Our next honoree, Kathy Courtney, Executive Vice President and Chief Operations Officer, Green State Credit Union. After obtaining her BBA in finance and MBA as a first-generation college student, Kathy started her career as a management consultant, PricewaterhouseCoopers, moved to a role with Charles Schwab, then spent more than a decade with Northern Trust, working and living all around the world. After many years away, Kathy relocated back to Iowa in 2018 and joined Green State Credit Union, where she's been a leader for change and a strong supporter of lifting others up to help them achieve more than they thought possible, mentoring others and encouraging them on their leadership journeys. Kathy, congratulations.
Thank you so much, Beth, and congratulations to all of you. I'm really humbled to have been nominated and just be here today with all of you. And I just want to say thank you to Green State for nominating me, specifically to Tara Wackendorf. So thank you for putting my name forward. And then also thank you to my parents. I couldn't have achieved what I've achieved today without their help and putting education as a high priority, which is great, and able me to kind of, do a lot of things I wouldn't think I would have been able to do before, which is great. And then lastly, thank you to Waypoint. Women and just support of women is just near and dear to my heart, and I really appreciate all that you do. Thank you so much. It's great to be part of this community, and thank you to all of you.
And our next honoree, Lindsay Leahy, founder, coach, and consultant, The Restoration Project. As a child, Lindsay overcame some significant obstacles with a family that didn't always provide her with what she needed. Her story is powerful and inspiring in hindsight and helps others envision a future brighter than present circumstances. Professionally, Lindsay transitioned away from corporate America to begin The Restoration Project as the founder of a place that's committed to restoring the human experience to maximize the potential of businesses and people alike. She truly invests in people beyond profits. Lindsay, congratulations.
Thank you so much, Beth. I have so many people I want to thank. Thank you, Waypoint, for this honor. Thank you to my friend Julia for nominating me, to God for all the gifts and blessings that you have bestowed upon me, to my husband for being the best partner on the planet, all my friends, coaches, mentors, family. I wouldn't be here without you. And for this lady right here for jumping into business with me and dreaming big. I'm grateful for her and my buddy, Sarah. Thank you so much.
And now our next honoree, who's the first in a new category, Women of Achievement in Service to the Community, Erica Briggy, Eastern Iowa Market Developer, RSM. And this category specifically recognizes women who make contributions of time within their place of employment or through personal volunteer efforts to their community. So Erica, she is the marketing leader for RSM's 6 Eastern Iowa offices. Her focus is on the firm's intentional growth strategies and building RSM's brand in the communities they serve. Erica is also involved in the firm's diversity and inclusion efforts, specifically around the firm's diverse recruiting efforts. Erica was recently named one of 9 Pursue Your Passion winners across RSM's US and Canada locations. Erica will be awarded $10,000 and 9 days of paid time off to pursue her passion. In 2020, Erica's friend Carlos lost his 20-year-old son Malik to gun violence. She'll be using her time off to support Carlos and starting a mentoring program for young Black males in our community. Erica, congratulations.
Thank you, Beth, and thank you, Waypoint, for all you do for our community, and to RSM for the nomination. I really am grateful to work for a company who lives by one of their core values of stewardship. They're supportive and encouraging to us to get involved in our community. They offer us support and flexibility, as you just heard, to make stewardship a part of my job. Thank you to everybody in my life who supports me, and congratulations to all the other women being recognized today. I want to leave you with a quote I heard last year that's really made an impact on me. It's if you're attacking a problem you can solve in your lifetime, you're thinking too small.
I love it. Our next honoree, Carrie Chase, Director of Community Investment, United Way of East Central Iowa. When the derecho hit, August 10th, 2020, we all know that day, Carrie had been leading United Way of East Central Iowa's community impact team for only 40 days. Carrie's strong leadership, deep knowledge of our community, and problem-solving skills immediately drove our community's nonprofit response. She implemented Power, is it B1? Oh no, this is such a technical smart person thing. She implemented a really cool thing around data, which allowed United Way to share live links to resources and available services in partnership with Lynn Area Partners Active Disaster, better known as LAP Aid. She also worked with a team to create the Patch program. That's providing assistance to community homeowners. It still is a critical program after the derecho. It offers free labor materials to repair people's homes, especially before winter. All right, Carrie, you might have to explain what Power the data thing is.
We may not have enough time for that, Beth. Thank you so much. I mean, it's always just an honor being an honoree, and I always feel lucky every day that I get to show up at work and I get to do what I have passion for and what I have the love for. I get to work with a great team at United Way, and I get to work with a really great team who know more probably about Power BI than I do. Let's just add that. And I get to work with a great team of community members, our nonprofit partners, especially really just a shout out to Waypoint 2 this year. I don't even know if I can begin to explain how they have stepped into the space that was really needed as we recover from, our derecho, and we're still continuing to deal with our pandemic. And so we just have a group of really great people that are tackling really hard, complex problems. So thank you very much.
And our next honoree, Stephanie Cooper, Director of Employee Health and Clinic Operations, Mercy Medical Center. Stephanie has been with Mercy for more than 26 years and served in many roles of increasing responsibility. As the Director of Employee Health and Clinic Operations, Stephanie's been integral to the organization's response to the challenges of COVID-19. When the virus first appeared in Eastern Iowa, Steph recognized the role she would need to play to ensure the safety of providers, staff, and patients. As employees started to present with COVID-19 symptoms, Steph led the effort to ensure contact tracing was accomplished to determine whether the illness originated on or off duty, and provided critical insight into crafting the emergency leave policy for that organization. Stephanie, congratulations.
Thank you, Beth. I feel very honored to receive recognition from this amazing organization. It's obviously been a very challenging year, but really a year full of blessings as well. I've built some new relationships, strengthened those I had, and definitely learned many things that I never thought I needed to know. So I am very thankful to my supportive family, as well as Mercy and the fantastic team that I work with, who continues to support our community as Waypoint does in so many ways. So thank you.
Our next honoree, Katie Curtis, Chief Development Officer, Foundation 2. Katie joined Foundation 2's leadership team and strengthened the organization by building relationships in the community while raising funds needed to support their critical mission. She cares deeply about the quality of life of others, and her understanding and support of the important work Foundation 2 does keeps them moving in the right direction. Katie's commitment to the service of others extends far beyond raising money. Immediately following the derecho, Foundation 2 needed crisis counselors in mass volume to meet the needs of those coming to the neighborhood resource centers for critical assistance. Katie dug deep into all her past skills, doing direct service with those in crisis, and worked the entire week at Taylor, supporting those in need. Katie, congratulations.
Thank you, Beth. Thank you to Waypoint, and thank you to my awesome family who make all of the volunteering obligations I have a little bit easier every week. I love so many things about the Cedar Rapids community, but the robust nonprofit community and all of the awesome women really make it a place to call home. So thank you so much, and congrats to all the other honorees.
Next up, honoree Stacy Eastman, Director of Development and Communications, His Hands Free Clinic. Stacy is the Director of Development Communications at His Hands Free Clinic, an organization that provides free medical, dental, and other healthcare services to uninsured and underinsured individuals. During the COVID-19 pandemic, Stacy wrote at least 3 grants a month, providing 5 new grants and raising more than $200,000 to keep His Hands operating during these crucial times. And in addition to grant writing, Stacy's used her creativity to pivot from in-person fundraising to creating compelling content to raise funds in new ways. In a period of 4 months, she had developed helped His Hands receive more publicity and support than in the previous 28 years of operation. Stacy, congratulations.
Thank you, Beth. I'd like to thank Waypoint as well for the ways that you care for our community. As Mr. Rogers has said, we live in a world in which we need to share responsibility. It's easy to say, it's not my child, it's not my community, it's not my world, not my problem. But then there are those of us who see the need and they respond. And I consider these people to be my heroes. So thank you to my family, my fellow nominees, my employer, His Hands Free Clinic, and my coworkers. You are my heroes, and I am proud and grateful to stand in service together with you. Thank you.
Our next honoree, Julie Foley, Volunteer Aging Services. Julie Foley is a volunteer with Aging Services, an organization that has a mission helping older adults stay independent and in their own homes for as long as possible. Julie's given more than 800 hours of her time, driven more than 7,000 miles, and given more than 800 rides to older adults with limited access to transportation. She's done all this since 2016 to really ensure that older adults receive transportation to their medical appointments and other essential errands. Julie continued volunteering during the spring months of 2020 when the community was sheltering in place. She moved from her normal role of being a volunteer driver to distributing food boxes to senior living apartments to ensure those people had enough to eat. Julie could not be with us today, but Kayla Hutton, Wellness and Outreach Coordinator at Aging Services, will be accepting on her behalf. And you're welcome to say a few words if you would like, Kayla.
Hi, thank you. Yeah, I'm so happy to be here for Julie today. She's actually wintering in Arizona at the moment. So she has been instrumental in the success of our transportation program at Aging Services throughout COVID. So we really appreciate all she does to help older adults in our community. So thank you so much, Julie, and thank you, Waypoint.
Our next honoree, Michelle Kelly, First Impressions team member, Van Meter Incorporated. Michelle is a leader for Van Meter's involvement in the Especially for You race against breast cancer. She is a survivor herself and helps raise awareness by sharing her own story. Michelle leads the Van Meter team by providing information about the race, assisting with registrations, and picking up and delivering all registration materials. For those who register, Michelle also pushed for Van Meter to cover the participant fee through their health and wellness benefits. Michelle also serves as a member on the Health, Wellness, and Safety Committee. We all know we can't take our health for granted, especially during a pandemic. Congratulations, Michelle.
Thank you. I am so honored to be a part of these wonderful women. I'm also very grateful to work for with the incredible employee owners at Van Meter. Their encouragement and support of my passion to help others just means the world to me.
Awesome. Our next honoree, Amy Korsmo, Freight Administrator, Van Meter. Amy's biggest passion and leadership at Van Meter is displayed in her support of the Red Kettle campaign for the Salvation Army. Amy is responsible for the complete success of Red Kettle at Van Meter. For the past 10 years, she's coordinated all components of Van Meter's involvement. Through her leadership, Van Meter takes over the Wilson Avenue location for a whole week. She organizes who's going to fill each shift, fills in where there's a gap, and created a Van Meter Match Initiative. Even during COVID-19, Amy coordinated these efforts to ensure that Van Meter showed their support to help others in need. Amy, congratulations.
Thank you, Beth. And congratulations to all of you amazing women. Thank you to Waypoint for recognizing all these wonderful and meaningful accomplishments. Most of all, thank you to Van Meter for allowing myself and all of our employee owners the time to give back to our community year after year after year. Thank you.
Our next honoree, Julie Smith, Manager of Respiratory Therapy at Unity Point Health, Cedar Rapids. Julie is a 25-year healthcare veteran and oversees respiratory therapists and technicians in her role as manager of St. Luke's Respiratory Care Department. During the last 11 months, Julie has led a remarkable team of respiratory experts to help care for the community in a dire time of need. The extraordinary work of her team and their countless hours has helped more than 900 COVID-19 patients who've been hospitalized at St. Luke's. Through her work and that of her team, she's helped enhance the quality of life for so many. The countless hours of support, innovation, education, and responding to the needs of COVID-19 patients has never been greater, and the need will continue well into the future. Congratulations, Julie.
Thank you. I would just like to say thank you for this Tribute of Achievement Award. Thank you to Waypoint for having this ceremony today. I'm just very honored and humbled to receive this recognition, especially amongst this wonderful group of women. 2020 was a challenge, but as a team, we did survive. I'm just forever grateful for the leadership and support at St. Luke's. Thank you to Brenda Ayler and the leadership team for nominating me for this award. I'm just blessed to work with a wonderful group of respiratory therapists, not only at St. Luke's, but across all of Unity Point Health. And lastly, I should put a shout out there to my family for putting up with all of the long, tiring hours that 2020 had brought for me coming to work. So thank you to Waypoint for all of your community services and having this service today.
Congratulations to all of the incredible women who we've honored today. We are just so fortunate to have you as part of our community. And now I get to introduce our keynote speakers, Lindsay Leahy and Brooke Fitzgerald. Lindsay is Dream Builder and founder, and Brooke is Energy Builder and partner of the Restoration Project, a coaching and consulting firm with the mission of restoring intention, empowering connection, and inspiring action among individuals and organizations. Lindsay leverages her personal adversity story, natural curiosity, sales expertise, plus leadership and business strategy experience to get to the root of what's getting in the way of top performance. Brooke leverages her personal adversity experiences, her natural gifts of energy and compassion, and business relationships and connections to help individuals and teams become the best versions of themselves. Please welcome Lindsay Leahy and Brooke Fitzgerald.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you to Waypoint for having this 39th annual tribute. We are grateful to be here. So congratulations to all the women honored today. I'm going to paint a picture of myself over 16 years ago. The Brooke that I once knew as funny, beautiful, confident, energy in a room, the spark plug on any team was battered down, alone, feeling as if a layer of "you're no longer wanted and you can no longer trust or believe in yourself" was so thick I could barely breathe. Shame, guilt, "you are unworthy, you failed, no one will ever believe you." Layers of armor, feelings and emotions buried. I was in a deep, dark place that I was afraid to reach out and ask for help, for fear that I would no longer be wanted or loved. By the grace of God, I had a friend who, after I was talking about going back to my abuser, referred me to Waypoint. And I was able to start slowly reclaiming my life back. I was able to get off the merry-go-round of lies and start finding myself again. My truth. What is for you will come to you. Oprah once said, and it resonated deeply with me at the time and still does to this day, "Nothing about my life is lucky. Nothing. A lot of grace, a lot of blessings, a lot of divine order, but I don't believe in luck. For me, luck is preparation, meeting the moment of opportunity. There is no luck without you being prepared to handle that moment of opportunity. Every single thing that has ever happened in your life is preparing you for the moment that is to come." I've had a lot of hurdles, tests, and lessons in my life. Some I've had to learn several times over. Those were all perfectly placed in my life to prepare me for what is here now. A lesson that was repeatedly placed was letting go of being perfect. The lesson, take ownership of my story. Place value and worth in myself. When I began to let go of the shame, the image of what perfect was supposed to look like, the hustling for my worthiness, and the fear of failure, and began filling my cup with love, self-care, embracing support from others, and putting value and worth into the real, authentic version of who I was called to be, I began to feel free. The pressure, the anxiety, the sleepless nights, the anger, the sadness, the negative self-talk was beginning to be a thing of the past and was quickly being replaced with love for myself, service to others, hope, gratitude, and abundance. Telling myself to give me some grace. I'm doing the best I can with what I have. You are the author, the creator, the editor, the actress or actor of your life. An affirmation I have on my bathroom mirror is, today, I am fortunate to be alive. I have a precious human life. I am not going to waste it. Incorporate this mantra into your own daily morning routine and spread it to others. Encourage others to live their life. Understand that each of us have our own experiences that shape our lives, and we should honor each other's story. Forgive yourself. Forgiveness is a gift you give yourself in giving up the hope that the past could be any different. Let go of grudges. Let go of resentments. Let go of what could, should, or have been. Be free. The sooner we start embracing who we are and owning our story, the sooner the world will start feeling a positive shift in energy. Wayne Dyer once said, "You can't give away what you don't have." So if what you have in here is fear, shame, guilt, worry, and blame, that's what you will be giving away. Shift your focus to, what do I want to give away? Fill your cup up with energy, actions, and thoughts that are filling you with love, hope, compassion, happiness, affirmations, and intentions. Don't look outwardly for something that comes from within. Ask yourself, if all goes away, then who am I? Be open to everything and attached to nothing. We come into this life with nothing, and that's how we're going out. You will never see a U-Haul behind a hearse. Make space for your own truth. The world is so loud and full of noise. Be the person that you would want for yourself. Each of you has a story. Each of you has a unique gift that the person next to you does not have. Take a minute to think of your uniqueness. What are your gifts? Be in a state of grace, thinking all that is possible for me. I want to be the driver's seat, because if you aren't, your life will drive you. How are you showing up for yourself? If you are preparing to go into battle, be prepared for a fight. If you are preparing to serve, be prepared for gifts of gratitude and thanks. Martin Luther King once said, "Greatness is determined by service." Find a way to serve, be in a state of gratitude always, and congratulations and much deserved recognition to the women today who serve their community and honor themselves in service and gratitude to others. One of whom I have the honor to pass the microphone over to, my best friend and business partner, Lindsay Leahy.
Thank you, Brooke. Yeah. So good. So good. And I'm grateful to be here and share a little bit of my story and inspiration with you all. I look around and I think about all the amazing women. And if you're anything like me, then there were many teachers, mentors, friends, and family members who encouraged and challenged you along the way and supported you on your journey to here. And I know I'm only here. I thanked God earlier. I fully believe I am only here by the grace of God and because of all of the angels that He has put in my life along the way. My challenges with domestic violence started in the womb. My dad was very physically abusive to my mother, and when we became old enough to walk, he started hitting my sister and I. My parents divorced when I was young, but we still went to see my dad every other weekend. And I'm going to spare you all the gory details, but it was really, really tough and really intense at times. And what's interesting to me is growing up like in a house like that, you don't know what you don't know. So it wasn't until I was 7 that I realized that dads aren't mean like that. Dads don't hit like that, when a friend pointed that out to me. And that pivotal moment was when all the questions started. I started asking myself, why does he hit me? Maybe he doesn't love me. Why doesn't he love me? And what's wrong with me? And I carried those wounds around for the majority of my life. I sought approval through love, achievements at work and in life, serving others, basically anything I could do to get attention and fill that hole of feeling unworthy and unlovable. And I acted out a lot. But lucky for me, I had so many angels around me who knew or were just intuitive enough to understand that my acting out and my anger came from a place of hurt. Most people didn't know what was happening because we just didn't talk about it, but they kept showing up no matter how I acted, and I'm so grateful for them. It was teachers, friends, family members, who just showed unconditional love, kindness, patience, and a safe haven from the hurt, just by showing up with open arms and an open heart. The violence for me continued into my adult life in romantic relationships. And at my lowest low in my early 20s, the people who invited me into their circle at work and at college gave me the lifeline I needed to keep going. Again, they didn't even know what was going on, but they took special interest in me and shared with me the potential they saw in me that I could not see in myself. And that helped me believe that I deserved something bigger and better, and that things could be different just through those random acts of kindness. Now, Waypoint is a domestic violence shelter, so I want to share with you this statistic that 1 in 3 women and 1 in 4 men have experienced some form of physical violence by an intimate partner. So if we sit back and think about that on the call today, that's people around you every day. that are experiencing this trauma. And you could be the smile or the word of encouragement that they need to build a better life for themselves, like I had for me. You could be that safe place for somebody. It could be a person you pass on the street, a coworker, or an acquaintance. But a smile, a hello, a conversation, these things really matter. When you've worked really hard to keep it buried down, you start to feel crazy and you start to feel invisible. So for any of you who just take a moment to really see somebody and really hear somebody, you are offering them an incredible, incredible gift. For those of you who are listening today that are suffering in silence, please know that you are not alone. And I have been in your shoes, battered, bruised, bloodied, feeling trapped and isolated, wondering if it's just safer to stay because I have no idea what he'll do if I leave, ashamed that it got this bad, wondering if I'm too damaged for someone to ever really love me anyway, wondering if I could ever even trust anyone again. I've been in that place, and I can tell you after years of therapy and healing, seeking out healthy relationships and people, and still working on this every single day, that it is possible to get to a better place. No matter what the situation is in the world or how much we try to fight the need for help from others, the truth remains that we need each other. This is why Waypoint is such an amazing organization. They truly are a safe place for people. They provide community and they give opportunities for those of us who are in a good spot in life to surround those who need support and lift them up. And so they provide that safe place for those who are suffering to find hope and feeling and healing. We trade places through life. That's just the natural ups and downs. And life isn't good all the time, and it's not bad all the time either. So when we're in a good spot, and most of us, at least on this Zoom, are in a pretty good spot, I want to challenge us to get out there and be that smile or that helper for somebody else. Thank you to all the amazing women today who have clearly demonstrated your willingness to be a safe place for others. We're so grateful for each of you, and we celebrate not only what you have done, but the wonderful human being that you are. Because we know that in the end, just as our friend Maya Angelou has taught us, people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. Thank you so much.
One of my favorites, Maya Angelou, and that quoted is so true. Thank you so much, Brooke and Lindsay. Thank you for sharing your stories, for inspiring us all. You gave voice to what I know so many are experiencing, and sadly we've had in the news as recently as Saturday. Cedar Rapids police say a husband stabbed his wife to death. And when we talked to family and neighbors last night, they said she had been trying to get away for more than a year. So this is in our community, and you both sharing your truth, it matters. So thank you. Congratulations to everyone. Right now, I'd like to introduce Michelle Jensen, the Vice President of the Waypoint Board of Directors. Michelle.
Thanks, Beth. Congratulations again to all the women honored today. Your achievements and contributions have truly made our community a better place to be. And thank you again to Lindsay, Brooke, and Beth for sharing your time with us. We are so very grateful. Again, my name is Michelle Jensen. I'm Waypoint's Board Vice President. Shortly after the tribute luncheon last year, the COVID-19 pandemic made its way to our community and turned everyone's lives upside down. 2020 and now the beginning of 2021 have pushed Waypoint to think outside the box, or Jay said, what box, on how to deliver quality services to those facing homelessness, poverty, and violence, or needing affordable childcare. Through the pandemic and the derecho, they had one goal in mind: to continue providing services to those in crisis and inspire them to move forward. Your support has made it possible for Waypoint to continue fulfilling their mission of inspiring people to move forward. Today, I'm asking you to support an agency that has changed and saved the lives of thousands of people over the years. Your gift will be used to support emergency shelter for a single mom and her children, or maybe a hotel room for a victim fleeing their abusive partner, case management for a family experiencing a housing crisis, and support for a family who just lost their son to homicide, or tuition scholarships for a family who cannot afford quality childcare. At this time, we're going to watch our I Believe in Waypoint video. If you would like to make a donation, please click on the link in the comments of the Facebook live feed or visit www.waypointservices.org and click the Donate Now button. Join me in donating, please, to Waypoint. Thank you for your kindness and for joining us today.
I won't pretend that we can control the night or what kind of road we're on or where we will see the light. But right now I'm talking to you, I'm looking into your eyes. Right now I'm trying to show you that we're gonna be alright. Oh, I don't know what's around the bend. All I know is that my love, it knows no end. It knows no end. All these pieces fall in line because I'm forever on your side. Take my hand when you can't see light, 'cause I'm forever on your side. I will carry every time, 'cause I'm
And thank you all for joining us today to celebrate the outstanding achievements of these amazing women in our community. As a reminder, you can make a donation by clicking that link there in the comments section of this Facebook live video, or just visit Waypoint's website, waypointservices.org. Waypoint will also be sharing a link to a short survey so you can provide some feedback about the event. They'd love to hear from you. We so appreciate you being a part of this special celebration. Thank you for your continued support for Waypoint. It is so critically needed in our community. Thank you for being a part of this virtual event. And I have a feeling we're going to be seeing each other in person a year from now. Take care. Have a great day.